Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Diego Morales and today I'll be showing you an update for the island I'm making and also the sequences or the new things I added apart from the level stuff that you can see right now. As you can see, the island is a lot bigger and I'll explain it one by one, but first thing, I gotta go quick because there's a lot of new things. I added 3 new sequences and I updated an old one, which is actually this claw one over here. That was the tiny claw that you saw. I made it bigger and I made it, I removed the spawnable thing so it actually appears when you play the level. And if you can see like there's a lightning on the asset. If you run into the same issue, like you don't see your asset when you play the game. The only thing that I added to this sequence is this platform over here that moves with the actual claw, right? So what I did was I added the cube or the platform to follow the claw as closely as possible to shift it to this part over here, and this is where the player is supposed to jump to this part, and the claw is gonna take the player and the platform all the way around over here, and over here you can jump off to the second sequence I made, or the second platforms. And if you don't jump off, right, the crate is actually going to drop into the what's it called, the spin sequence. So moving fast because there's a lot of things. The second sequence I made was this one. This one is going to spin around forever because it's looping. The last keyframes are linear to make the stop sequence more seamless, right? It's going to stop a little bit and then continue. And also, it actually, if you go underground, it's actually like functioning. And another thing I was playing with the landscape, I supposed to uh, open up this area so you can see the platforms are clipping through the landscape. I supposed to open them up so you can see underneath the whole like working area down there. Because I'm gonna show there's a cave that you can go down, but it doesn't work yet. So over here, this part is going to rotate and the crate, and you are supposed to jump into the second platforms over here. And this is the third sequence I made, which is this one. You're gonna see it's going to spin again. Beautiful. you know, all functioning, all like you know, what is that called? Like where everything's like organized and all that. Like, well, I forgot the name, but it's supposed to spin around, and the crate is supposed to be picked up by this big claw over here, and you are supposed to jump onto these stairs over here. I'm gonna play through the level and show you how that is. But moving on, there's the last sequence I made, which is this one over here. There's a lot of new things, or like a lot of added things. There's a lot of sounds. There's some fading, and there's a main camera with a last like camera cut over here. And this sequence, when I play through the level, I'm gonna show it. But this sequence is supposed to be like a rundown of the level for the player when they start, so they know where to go and all that. So I think that's it. Oh, and the the new blueprint, which is actually this one's over here. What I did was I made the same blueprint as the level blueprint, but for this one I added some reference so you can change the sequence that you want, and I also added a branch so you can put the sequence on looping so you can play again over here, or not looping so it says like no loop, so it's going to play once, it's going to stop. And that is actually for this sequence over here, because if I put it on looping, then the camera is going to play forever, and I don't want that. So I disabled it, and it's only going to play once, so the player can move on. So going really quick, again. There's a lot of things. So the new areas are like the new decorations or like areas of the map I added. First one, oh, like the team or the idea behind this island is supposed to be like a actual workable island with their own like economy and like businesses and all that. So it actually feels like an actual real island that can exist in real life, right? So I added like a lot of teams for different areas of the island, so people can see like, oh, there's a lot of people here, and I see why, because there's a lot of commercial stuff they can work on or buy and all that. And there's entertainment, there's work, there's shop, there is like family gathering over here, there is like black market secret deals over here and all that. So and it actually looks like a chill place, like a like a cool little place with the waterfall and all that. So going on to the areas or different areas of the island, really quick. This is the commercial area for the marines or the the guys that gun ships. What are they called? Sailors. Sailors. Right. That's the word. So over here is like fish, like port stuff. Where you buy whatever you want from there. Over here is supposed to be like equipment, like weapons, swords, uh, clothes, and armor and all that. Over here is supposed to be more food. Over here, I don't know what that is. Another new thing I added was this thing. These are supposed to be cable carts that take you from one side of the island to the other one, because you don't actually want to swim from one side of the island to the next one. You just want to like go without getting wet, going in the water. So what I did was I placed some these things, so you can place down cable carts. What's it called? So you can ride on cable carts. So you register or you pay over here, and then you go up, and the cable carts take you from over here to this one. I don't really know how they work on real life, but I am assuming it's supposed to stop over here, so you can get off and go into the commercial like park. This is supposed to be like a artificial park over here with some benches, and you can talk and socialize with people. And over here is supposed to be like food and entertainment, like I don't know, like cinema or like like downtown stuff. And over here is like the secret entrance for pirates or secret agents or something like that. And this is supposed to be like a cave for a cave system that you're gonna see. Uh, but yeah, the cable cards. Okay, so I'm gonna make the cable cards soon today and make them work for civilians and the player. So moving on, this is the like a plaza, like I said, commercial area. Over here, this is where they stop on the plaza to this side. Then this side is like the industrial like work area for the habitats or like civilians of the island. This way they work and get their money, or like on the shops or over there, I don't know, on the whatever they want is supposed to work, right? And so this part is actually supposed to have like where you drop cargo crates, and the claw is supposed to pick them up and place them over here on the wheel, like I showed, and then the cargo is going to move to one wheel to the other, then get picked up by this one, and then placed on the other side where they store all their cargo, right over there. And yes, they store it over there because down here they can get robbed or something like that. I don't know. And these are ships, as you can see. I think I forgot to mention. These are ships which are supposed to work with carbon, you know, or like fire, the stuff that you use to move them. But they are also sailing ships, like this tiny one and other ones, right? but it's like a combination. So these are like the modern ships of the era. It's like a pirate kind of like sailing era, where people live like close to water and all that. So moving on, this crate is just there. I haven't found like a purpose, but I was thinking it was like a repair crate or something like that. This area is the storage area. You can see to the ocean, like I mentioned. Then this claw over here is the one that picks it up. And then this part is supposed to connect to the arena. So you can enter like back here, go all the way around, then go into the arena over here and access it, right? But I haven't made that yet. I will soon. But I need to find a way to combine them, right? So the player can access the arena. And then the main landmark location, which is the arena, right? As you can see, it's updated a lot. What I did was I grabbed a lot of cylinders and placed them so it looks interesting for the eye. Over here it's like multiple like cylinders, then the arena in the middle, water surrounding the arena. There's supposed to be like big, super big fish in the water, so the gladiators and the fighters don't escape. And if you lose, then you lose, and you lose your life because you're gonna get eaten by the fishes or get badly hurt, right? And what's it called? These are supposed to be seats for the people that to watch the fight. Over here is like the exclusive area for important people, where you can actually view the whole arena, view the fight, and view actually the island. It's a very cool view, right? You can see everything from up here. So these were like important like royal people and important like navy guys sit to watch the fight. This is supposed to be like a television or something like that. And then like a banner and then decoration to make it look cool. These are like cylinders like this one. What I did was I grabbed the what's it called modeling. I grabbed the cylinder, place it down, and then polycut, cut it in half, and then cut it in the shape that it is right now, that one, and then scale it out so it can look actually cool or fit in. And for this ones, what I did was I used the warp feature and gave them a shape so it looks interesting. And I believe that is everything for the arena so far. Moving on, another cable card stand where you buy your ticket over here. This is a platform so you can view the whole area, the commercial area. The artificial park, I said. Uh, these are the restaurant, down downtown, sorry, and then the cave, like I mentioned, the secret area. This is like the crazy guy of the town where he lives for some reason, and then the secret ships that arrive, and then I believe I forgot this part. This is another cave that connects with the other one down there, and this is the old landscape that I was using because I had to make it bigger like this one, because this one I tried adding more segments but it wasn't letting me, so I had to make it copy and paste it into a bigger one so I can keep adding stuff for the island. And uh, it started, if I add a segment, it started like glitching and putting everything flat for some reason. So I had to, make the other landscape. Another thing that happened with that is the water system, like the river, is actually reacting to the first landscape instead of the second one. I'll have to search that up on YouTube and to fix it up. So, so give me some time and I'll fix it. And then another thing I believe I haven't mentioned, I made a couple of videos, so I'll probably get confused. But visibility, this is how you make holes on the landscape to make caves, right? But it's actually not working because I don't actually have the whole material or something like that, like this thing, landscape whole material. I haven't. I discovered that today, so I haven't made it yet, right? But that's all. Make a cave and work it out in some way to make this cave, and this cave supposed to be like more like black market type of things down here, where you get like exotic things and trade for higher prices or something like that. Supposed to be like secret. So I'll probably move this cave over here, like down here, so not everybody knows where it is, right? And I believe that's it for today. Like for the island. And then this thing is like smoke from the starter content, right? Then also this from the starter content, and I believe that's everything. Oh, and the dock, of course, as you can see, I updated it, so it's a lot bigger for the ships, right? And this port or dock over here is supposed to be for fishing in this pond, right? I feel like I'm going crazy because I mentioned that in the last video like 2 times. But moving on, moving on, I'm gonna play through the level and you're gonna see the sequences that I placed down. Starting with this one, this is like the cinematic sequence with sound effects. So you're gonna see the whole map and it's going to show the player where they are supposed to go. It's like showcasing the areas of the island where you can visit. Then it's gonna show you where you are at now. I can still move, right? There's like the plaza area, where you buy stuff, buy whatever you want. Then it's going to show the docks, right? Where you land your ship. It's going to go up and then through the sails. Then the industrial area, work area. It's going to show the stairs where the player is supposed to go. The platform they're supposed to stay on so they can move on. Then the platform they're supposed to jump on. They can move. The second one, stairs, just showing everything. More or less, right? And then it's going to show all the people like working in this area, right? And a lot of like moving stuff in this area. And then show the crates with the ocean, a little bit of relief, to then show the crowd cheering on the fight, and I don't have the sound effects of people cheering because that's what you're supposed to hear. And then go to the coolest view on the island, which is this one, to show the whole island and the arena. And show the crowd again. Then the cable cards working, right? And then show the commercial area with a lot of people like talking and eating and all that. Going down to the secret area with the secret ships land, then the secret cave, right? And then go all the way around to the start, showing the park, going up, showing the whole island again, right? Then it's going to fade, and then fade in, and then cut to the start of the level, and now you can play the level, right? And if I go in again, it's not gonna work because it only does it once and it doesn't loop, right? So I'm going to play just once that sequence, and now I can play. So as you can see, the scale of everything is a little bit off. Now that you see it like in person, like down here, like a human. But I believe it. I like it that way. So this is supposed to be like a fountain, right? So just showing more or less. I'm not gonna go off too much, but I'm gonna show everything is like walkable and accessible for the player if they want to go, right? There's supposed to be like a lot of like commercial stuff over here happening. And then there's supposed to be like a fence over here, but I'm gonna go access the private like working part back here, And then here are my triggers. I believe I explained them. But if I go into the first one, it's going to play the sequence for the first wheel, like over there, and then the second one for the second wheel, right? Back there is going to keep playing because it's on loop, right? It's looping. And then if I step on this trigger over here, the claw is going to move, and you just need to stand over here, and you can see the thing is going to move. Yes, I need to fit the moving thing of the crate, but you know, it doesn't matter right now. Another thing, you lose every single momentum that you have when you jump for some reason. So you need to jump when you are actually at the end of the what's it called, of the platform, so you can actually reach the other platform. But once you get to this part, you can walk around wherever you want and see the whole island and all that. And the next part of the like the game or the quest is when you get over there and you access the arena and then go inside of the arena. But since I haven't made it. And then I'm gonna show it. You are supposed to take the platforms, otherwise you cannot access this area, right? But if you fall down, I haven't made the holes, so you can just go back, right, to the platform and jump on one. And I'm gonna show you, if you jump late or like if you jump early, you're gonna lose momentum like that. It's not really gonna jump, right? I don't know why. You lose everything, every single momentum when jumping. But I can do it again, you know, and then jump at the last second, and I'm over here, you know. And another thing I did, I removed the collision of these crates because they are off, because the crate, what's it called, the claw, collision is all the way around here, and you cannot really see the collision. It's not really like exactly where it's supposed to be, so I remove it for now. And yeah, you can access this part over here and just walk around if you want. Let me see if we can climb this hill so I can see the arena. Yep, you can see the arena. I haven't made the whole thing, but you can see the idea, the concept of the arena. So I believe that is everything for this video. I'm gonna show you the cut of this part, the whole sequence. You can see all the sound effects. They are actually just changing the pitch and the volume to make it different. But if you go all the way back over here, you can actually see there's two cameras, right? This is the second one, this is the first. And let's go. If you gotta go over here, and then play it, I'm just going to play, and cut to this one, and then play this one, like that, and loop again. So, and then it has the fade. Where is it? Let's see, fade here, right? And then the main camera with all the changes in transformation, right? All the keyframes, and then this one has only two keyframes, right? And that is it. I believe I covered everything. So yes, thank you for watching, and I'll keep updating the island. I'll make the what's it called, the cable cars next, right? To make them go all around the island where they are supposed to take people, right? Like civilians, and maybe I'll make like a stair for the player so I can interact with the cable carts. And I think I mentioned this, but I don't really know how they work. So I don't know if they are supposed to stop midway so people can get off and on. So I'll probably just do that, like make them stop a little bit over here so people can get off, right? and go, to the, what's it called, the park area and all these restaurants, or then go to the arena over here, or the commercial plaza over here. So that is it. That is everything I have so far. So thank you for watching, and bye.